In this video, we are going to learn Class 6 Civics Lesson 4 Human Diversity. What is human diversity? Diversity is the range of human differences, including various aspects but not limited to race, ethnicity, gender, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, social class, physical ability or attributes, religious or ethical value system, national origin, and political beliefs. Why is diversity important? Can you imagine what would happen if all of us were brilliant mathematicians, but none of us know how to stitch cloths or grow crops? This diversity in skills allows us to take up different occupations like farming, medicine, accountancy, carpentry, or teaching. So, we need this diversity in order to survive. Yes, it brings new ideas and experiences, and people can learn from each other. It bringing in different ideas and perspectives leads to better problem solving. And working in diverse teams opens dialogue and promotes creativity. What are the benefits of diversity? Diverse cultural perspectives can inspire creativity and drive innovation. Local market knowledge and insight makes a business more competitive and profitable. And cultural sensitivity, insight, and local knowledge means higher quality, targeted marketing. Diversity in India. India is one of the most religiously and ethnically diverse nations in the world, with some of the most deeply religious societies and cultures. Religion plays a central and definitive role in the life of many of its people. Although India is a secular Hindu majority, but it has a large Muslim population. Next, what are the factors responsible for diversity in India? The two main factors responsible for India's diversity are its geography and its history. India has all kinds of physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, and coastlines, etc. As all life forms adapt to their physical surroundings in different ways. This diversity in topography results in a wide variety of climates, natural vegetation, wildlife, and human cultures. Yes, India is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Throughout its long history of more than 5,000 years, many different groups of people came and settled in India. These people introduced the culture of their homelands to the people here and helped create a richly diverse culture. Forms of diversity. Lots of diversity found across the world, but these five are very important. There are regional diversity, linguistic diversity, religious diversity, social diversity, and economic diversity. First, we will see regional diversity. Because of India's diverse topography, different types of climate and natural vegetation are found across the country. People of each region, therefore, have their own distinct language, cuisine, festivals, style of dressing, customs, and style of building houses. Linguistic diversity. Here, linguistic mean languages. Nearly 750 languages spoken in India, but 22 officially recognized languages in India, such as Hindi, Marathi, Malayalam, Bengali, Sanskrit, and Odia. Besides these, there are almost 200 other languages and 100 of dialects. Next, religious diversity. People of all major religions such as Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and Zoroastrians live in India. This religious diversity is safeguarded by the Constitution of India, which declares India to be a secular country. Next, social diversity. Caste and subcaste have existed in India for thousands of years. They have created social differences among people. So, the Constitution of India, however, asserts clearly the right to equality for all people irrespective of their caste. Next, economic diversity. In India, there is great disparity in the income levels of people. Some people are extremely rich and can afford expensive lifestyles, while many are so poor they can barely manage 2 meals a day. Between these two extremes, there is the middle class, which consists of people who are neither too rich nor too poor. In India, economic diversity not only exists between people but also between regions. There are some states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka are economically more developed than states like Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha. Next, we will see two different states of India, Rajasthan and Meghalaya. The Rajasthan located in western India and the Meghalaya located in eastern India. And the physical features of Rajasthan is covered by Thar Desert, and the Aravalli is the most important mountain ranges here. The Meghalaya had many mountains, and the importance are the Garo, Khasi, and Chaitanya. And the climate of Rajasthan is it receives hardly any rainfall, less than 50 centimeter annually, while the Meghalaya receives more than 1000 centimeter of annual rainfall. Two of the rainiest places of the world are Masinram and Sirapunchi, located here. The natural vegetation of Rajasthan is plants that grow here include the acacia, various kinds of cacti and thorny bushes. The Meghalaya mountains are covered with dense evergreen forests because of its climate condition. Agriculture and livestock rearing are the important economic activities of Rajasthan, and agriculture is mainly practiced with the help of canal irrigation. Agriculture is the main activity of Meghalaya. Farming is mainly done on the hill slopes with the help of terraces cut into hillsides. And the Rajasthani society is patriarchal, in which the eldest male is the head of the family. This also means that the family lineage is traced through the father. While the Meghalaya is one of the rare Indian states where the society follows a matrilineal system. This means that family lineage is traced through the mother. And the Rajasthani people follow Hinduism. There are some Muslim and Jains too. While the Meghalaya peoples follow Christianity. Next, unity in diversity in India. Despite being such a diverse land, there is a common thread that keeps in India united. Indians across different regions share a common history and share common values. Since communication between scattered places was difficult in the past, people of Odisha in East India, for example, had little idea about how the people Rajasthan in the West lived. But as modes of communication improved over time, there was closer contact and a greater understanding of each other's beliefs, practices, and cultures. And the fight for freedom, which saw people from all parts of India join the struggle, helped unify the Indians. After independence, the Constitution of India provided for a system of government that was more unitary than federal. This helped to hold the country together. Pan Indian institutions like the Indian Armed Forces and the Indian Administrative Services and the emblems like the national flag and national anthem also helped in creating a sense of unity among the people.